What's the word, YouTube? It's the thirstiest, and when I tapping with y'all, ain't no capping with y'all. And today, man, we at the No Jumper Studio. We gonna be breaking down how our boy Aaron the Plumber stood DJ Vlad up. We gonna get into it.
Aaron the Plumber, use a dirt bag. We're going to talk about it. Aaron the Plumber, listen up. I'm going to tell you guys what happened.
This is scandalous.
This is scandalous. Over the weekend, Vladtv was in New York. He had a conversation with Aaron the Plumber. He wanted to get him on the show. He's viral right now. Makes sense. So, Vlad has the conversation with him. Aaron the Plumber is used to getting a bag for doing content because these 20 versus ones, etc. They print money off that shit. It always goes viral. So Aaron the Plumber's asking for whatever amount of money. Vlad basically tells him, like, hey, we can get you a flight and we can get you a hotel, but that's it. Are you down? Aaron the Plumber ends up saying yes. Aaron the Plumber gets on the flight, flies his ass out to New York, stays in the hotel room. The next morning, supposed to go do the Vladtv interview, goes ghost. Does not respond to Vlad. Now, if you know Vlad's about his bread. Vlad had security there, which was one of Aaron the Plumber's requests. When you think about the flight and the hotel, even just Vlad's time that he thought that he was doing this thing that day, he's got to pay for the filmer guy to be there. In Vlad's words, he's out about $2,000 for this whole thing, $2,500. Vlad hits me up pissed, asking me, does Aaron the Plumber have a reputation of this type of shit, etc.? My response was that we have had, Aaron the Plumber is weird because we'll be having a conversation about doing content together, and then he'll just kind of ghost me.
Damn! You already know our boy Aaron the Plumber. He got ghost on Vlad. Hey, you see why they call them culture vultures, right?
Me, like we'll send a bunch of messages back and forth rapidly, and then I'll be like, okay, you want to do that thing today? And then he'll just stop responding. So this does seem to be kind of his thing. Aaron the Plumber basically goes on social media and starts bragging about it, saying, hey, Vlad, you didn't pay me enough. You had me all the way in the back of the plane. The seat didn't recline, etc. So Aaron's pissed that Vlad is trying to expose him. And even when I messaged Aaron and wrote LOL, why are you doing my boy Vlad like that? Instantly, Aaron's pissed that Vlad, he was even having this conversation with people, even telling his friends that from his perspective, he got scammed. So then Aaron the Plumber posts the conversation on his Instagram story, which included Vlad's phone number.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So all of a sudden, Vlad's getting, a million calls and texts from all the Aaron the Plumber fans, plumbers all over the world. And Vlad is a vengeful god. He goes into his bag, starts having conversations with people, and I cannot spoil it. I've been sworn to secrecy. But apparently, within the next day or two, we are going to have a clip dropping on Vlad's channel of him having a conversation with Wack in which paperwork.
This is where Vlad oversteps his boundaries. Now, since you couldn't use Aaron the Plumber the way you wanted to use him, now you want to expose him on some paperwork shit. Know what I'm saying? That's what they do. He's a real vulture. He's a real culture vulture.
Of a kind is coming out that realistically, from what I've seen and the confidence that Vlad seems to have about this, the confidence that Wack seems to have about this, Aaron the Plumber's reputation as a tough guy may be coming to an abrupt end. Now, how much do people really care about that? I don't really know because, YSL Woody obviously was out here doing every kind of piece of content over the years, but it might be a rough week for Aaron the Plumber, from what I can see.
Okay.
Vlad exposing paperwork is crazy. Now, a couple weeks ago, there was this video that came up by Hood 187 where they were trying to expose Aaron the Plumber, saying he was from Oklahoma, Tulsa to be exact, and he was claiming a neighborhood called 46 Piru. And I don't know if that what they talking about when he got shot, like he told on them and he changed his life, but that's the vibes I get from him.
Okay. So I'm assuming that this is either paperwork that alludes to him having sex charges or snitch charges.
Not sex charges. I will say that I can't put that on him.
I think the sex charges will hurt him more than some gangster shit.
You're right. That for
yeah.
sure would be worse.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, if he's still down to run hands, he's still down to, because I never thought of like Aaron the Plumber as a gangster. Just me personally, my perception of him, he's a regular dude that's down to throw hands and does funny.
But I think at a certain point he was more explicitly with the gang. I don't know exactly what he was claiming, but he was around a lot of people while he was locked up, etc. It does feel like he maybe consciously took a step back from that, because I've seen interviews where people really try to press him. You know, Stockton is a gang-related city. You're from Stockton. Tell us like who you were rolling with, etc. And he seems like he doesn't really like to get into details about that. Now
That's enough of that BS. Yeah, man, he don't want to be associated with that. His name is Aaron the Plumber, not Aaron the Pyru. Know what I'm saying? He's a grown man. He trying to take a better path in life, and here come Vlad trying to expose him. And honestly, we in 2025, man. Don't nobody care if you snitch. They gonna call you a snitch. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna still mess with you, though. They gonna still rock with you, though. Look at 1090 Jake. Look at Takashi. Look at everybody that's been a rat and still rich. Been a rat, still hang around their homies. Been a rat and still out here living. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, hey, they on the witch hunt for the boy Aaron the Plumber. That's how you know he doing something right. Hit that comment, man. Hit that like, man. Gone.